Good morning. Super excited to be here with you all and share some morning insights and help lead you through setting your intention for the day. Today's topic is responsibility and recognition. So where this is coming from, I mentioned yesterday, if you joined me yesterday, is I'm constantly reading and wanting to share some of my insights and what I'm learning from all the books I read, and of course, all the experiences I've had, so that you can learn from my experiences and perhaps progress much more quickly, because we do learn from others much more easily and less painfully than we do on our own. So today, let's jump into it. So this idea of responsibility this is coming from a couple books from Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning and from Jordan Peterson's 12 More Rules for Life. And the idea here is that often in business and in your career, there can be this frustration when, someone who you're working with, a colleague or a partner, is abdicating their responsibility. So not doing their part in whatever it is, whatever project you're working on, whatever it might be. And a lot of times what happens is this creates a little bit of, frustration and irritation and resentment. And how we can shift this is to start to see that the abdication of responsibility is actually an amazing opportunity, because it allows you to step up and take over and run the project, run the whatever it is that you're working on in a way that gives you more autonomy so that you can really take over, and in that learn much more than you would if you had been kind of waiting for this other person to kind of pick up their part of the project. And the thing with recognition here is being careful, because when you realize the other person that you're working with is not going to take more of the responsibility that you had hoped, and then you take it on, the caution maybe here is then to not expect to get recognition. And this can be really tricky. So you're taking on maybe more, and maybe you're even leading the project, even though you're working with someone. And the ego will say, oh, you should get all the recognition, and look at you, you're so amazing. And this person didn't do anything. So obviously that's going to lead you down the wrong path. So instead of seeking that recognition, understanding the recognition is in doing the work itself, not expecting the other person to recognize you, not expecting the world to recognize you, not expecting that because you did more than your partner, than your colleague, that you should get more recognition. It's letting go of the ego part and seeing you are doing what it takes to make this project successful, and you're willing to share and not be like, oh, it was all me. Like, of course, this was a group project. Even if you did more of it, even your colleague didn't do as much as you had hoped. So it's allowing that ego, kind of setting it aside and recognizing what you want to do is do the best work that you can do. And that in itself is all the recognition you need. And I know this can be tricky, but it's really understanding, what are you doing this for in the first place? If you're doing this in order to please others and get recognition from others and all this external validation chasing that many people get caught up in, especially in the online business world, then that will lead you down a path of frustration and burnout. If you're doing it because this is something that is connected to your values and beliefs and principles and purpose, then of course you want to do it at the highest level. Of course you want to do excellent work. Of course you want to offer your best. And that in itself is the recognition of knowing that you are putting something out to the world that is high value, that aligns with your beliefs and principles and how you want to show up in the world. And that is enough. So the intention to play with today is, how can you allow yourself to do amazing work in and of itself, and letting go of any attachment to external validation any expectation of recognition, and taking on more responsibility in project and seeing that as an amazing opportunity instead of being resentful or irritated that someone else is not doing their part, or you're not getting the kind of support that you would wanted maybe from a mentor or someone like that, but seeing that you get to take the responsibility for your own life and for your own success and for your own progress. And that in itself is amazing. And when you do it from an internal drive, from an internal knowing that this is your unique contribution to the world, and of course you want to do it well, that can be enough. And it is enough, actually. So the intention is do amazing work, do it at the highest level, do it with excellence, and shine so brightly in doing that good work that is your gift to the world. And you will be rewarded in amazing ways beyond what you can even imagine. Leave your comments below and join me again on Monday for more insights and another intention for the day. And check out the books that I mentioned. I'll post them in the links below. And I will talk to you all soon.